Hello, my name is Shaniki, and today I'm going to talk about when individuals try to sabotage your Valentine's. All this week, I've been seeing a lot of females talk about, oh, somebody's trying to do this, somebody's trying to do that, and the same thing for males. All this week, you're supposed to like, if you know that someone's going to sabotage your holidays or your Valentine's, just cut your phone off. Because, especially if you're sharing that moment with someone that you care about, just cut your phone off. And before you cut your phone off, just check and make sure that if you are like parents that have small children, just check and make sure that they're okay. Or if you feel like you're the more responsible parent, then have the kid come over with you. But as far as I'm concerned, this weekend, the thing that happened to me is I had went and got my TV from out of storage, but I been had got my TV out of storage. So I was gonna set it up like on Friday before Valentine's had came, but I wasn't setting it up for Valentine's. It was just for something that I was gonna just be making sure that all my stuff work. And so I went out to enjoy like Valentine's Day, which was the 14th. And I kind of took a break because I usually be either working or in school all day or online school all day. And so I came back and I was about to hook up my TV, but I was dealing with a certain communication service, and they had me on the phone for like 2 3 hours. I don't know why, when they could have just, and then they end up hanging up on me. So I was like, okay. When I was talking about Apple, which was what Verizon, I said, okay, you try to have the right communication with people, and you try not to say anything like disrespectful, but it just seemed like no matter how nice you are or how respectful you are, somebody just wants to just try to like be disrespectful. So in this situation, today is the 16th. I didn't do anything 15th on the 15th. I just rested. And so today's the 16th. So I decided to plug up my VCR. And what do you know? It looked like somebody had broke or snatched or something to my plug. So I said, okay, so I guess I have to get a new DVD. So I'm not gonna I must just say something to my landlord about it, but I'm letting anybody know this right now. If you are in my apartment complex and you tearing up my shit, you need to seriously go to Fairbanks Memorial Hospital and go see about some mental situation with your mind frame. Cause I don't know nobody who's gonna come in somebody else's apartment and mess up somebody else's stuff unless you're just a complete lunatic. I don't say nothing to any of my neighbors because like unless you say hi to me and I'll say hi back, but after that just keep it moving. I mean, but if you're a person who needs help, then that's just fine. I help you the best way that I can. But I don't come out that much for me to be holding up a 24-hour conversation because I have things to do. I have things to do whether um people come around and say, "Oh, you need to do this, you need to do this." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I got things in my time that I do to occupy my own time. So if you don't like it, that's your problem. All right, if you feel like an individual is ignoring you in any kind of way, then address that and say something. Don't come around my crib trying to get me to come out and like come out and keep spending and spending and saving and just so you could just try to keep somebody stuck in a certain position. There's nothing holding me back from moving, but I don't like it when somebody tries to use somebody else's building or apartment complex in order to sabotage somebody else's business. It's a difference if you're living in an apartment complex and then it's like if somebody don't want you there, then it's like they should be the one that move. If they don't like you for whatever reason, then you be the smart ass if you are smart and just move. If you don't like somebody that's in your apartment complex, then keep your distance. There's a lot of people that just don't like people for no apparent reason. And it's like, how could you not like me? Because I don't even say nothing to you. And like, there's a lot of people who live in apartment complex who have like people who just like to wake up and sabotage people's day because they just don't have nothing to do in your day. If you die miserable in your place of living, then you basically need to go seek help and basically need to find you a place to live, a different place to live, like not around human beings. Because if you're just coming up in people's rooms or apartments and sabotaging their furniture and tearing up their furniture, obviously, do you not notice it is you? It's you that needs the help. All right. So on this day that is supposed to be a special day for a lot of individuals, and must I remind you, I'm single, and no, I'm not interested in anybody here in Alaska. So if you're interested in me, I give you two options. You could go get you an AI just look like me, and then you sit there and talk to it. And then the second option, keep on dreaming because you'll never get me. So, anyways, as I was saying, so just don't think of me at all. So, if you're an individual, I don't talk to nobody, especially on holidays, because there's always somebody who always trying to make it sound like somebody's trying to mess up their day or mess up their holiday. And I'm not that type of person. I don't go around messing up other people's Christmas. I don't mess up anyone's Valentine's Day. I don't mess up nothing. And if I happen to drop in, at least I'll call. Or at least I'll show up a month ahead. Or if I'm coming in or just to visit. But I don't never show up at anybody's house, not even family member's house, unexpectedly. Because I'm a person who just don't have time to be standing outside waiting all day for an individual to come around. So why would I just show up at your door on any of your doors unexpectedly? That goes for anyone. That goes for friends, anybody I socialize with. That goes for family. That goes for anybody. So now I guess today I had to write my landlord a letter stating that uh on these particular holidays, I just don't know what it is. Somebody just want to come in and just mess up the day. So I figured out who it was doing it. I talked to my landlord before. I said it's either I told her before one time in an email that it was either a female and a male, and I said most likely it's a female and a male. And I'm looking like whoever they are, I don't know you. And whatever you heard, F what you heard because I don't have nothing to do with you. And you shouldn't have nothing to do with me because I don't do what you deal with you. So if your girl got some insecurities, that's her effing fault. Okay? That's her fault. Because I don't have nothing to do with you. I don't talk to any of these males around here. And I definitely, you already know, I don't talk to females either. Just because a female stick to herself, that don't mean she wants to waste all her time with people who don't know how to respect people, especially good people. So today, well, actually, Monday is coming soon. So Monday is a holiday, so I guess Tuesday. So I had to email. I'm going to email my landlord and let her know, what's going on in her apartment complex, and she might have to do some thorough security through here, cause it don't make no sense. Or either you got people living inside the walls of your apartment or something, or you call it a secret room or whatever. I'm not stupid. All right. There's this one lady, they had an episode of it when they was talking about she was in her room. She was in her living room. She kept seeing a man in her closet. And then she was like, okay, she thought she was seeing stuff. And so she went towards her closet and for sure it was a male standing in her closet. Okay, to the light skinned dude that keep coming around and hanging around in my apartment or in my closet, you need to get the hell on, find you a new crib to chill at. Cause my crib is not the one to chill at. All right. And I'm just letting you know the female that you um I don't know if y'all both of y'all poor or whatever what y'all situation in. He I guess messing with the light skinned girl or whatever. But I'm looking like this. Both of y'all don't got no place to live. You need to find y'all a place to live. Don't come around my crib trying to fuck up my shit and then have the nerve. The bitch had the nerve to say, you need to hurry up and leave. I said, bitch, you need to hurry up and get the fuck out my crib. My name is on the list, not yours. Shit, I know the fuck I ain't seeing shit. And so basically, it's looking like I don't have to say something, cause I don't have time for that. I don't have no mental situations going on with me. I don't have nothing clouding my brain. I'm not stressed, or I definitely ain't depressed. So like I said, if you're an individual that is like going through some stuff, like every holiday, it seems like somebody just want to fuck up your day, including businesses. Like all of a sudden they want to shut off stuff on holidays and stuff. Then just do yourself a favor. Don't deal with nobody. Don't deal with nobody. Just cut everybody the effing off. Whenever you do something, just don't say and let them wonder what the F is going on. It's called I cut you off. Cause your mind frame ain't good enough to hang around me. You're doing like silly ass stuff. And when you do silly stuff like that, I'm not gonna hang around people who just go around sabotaging people's day and sabotaging people's like holidays and stuff, and then had a nerve to look at me and say, and nah, it's nothing funny about that. All right, you don't just wait. If you ain't having a good day, then like find you a new hobby. Cause I know sometimes like they used to say that we're minorities, right? Minorities always find something to do, but the opposite of you, when they get bored, they tend to try to nitpick and pick on you. One more time when I tell you this, don't mess with me, cause I'm not the one. I just started to let you know that. So basically, right now, my best bet, I ain't nobody scare me out of nothing. All right. I don't. But when you start messing with stuff that I need for school or for work, then we got a problem. All right. We have a problem. Because that CD player, well, actually, that DVD player that you try to F up, that was something I used for school. Like when I first bought that, and I had to watch videos from one of my school, and I barely watch like movies, but then when I do watch movies, it's like I watch them only because like it's something that's new or something I wanted to see. And so the DVD was basically for school purposes, but how many times do we actually watch movies from school? Like once in a blue moon. So now I have to take the DVD player and basically Either one, I can get a new one, or number two, just don't deal with nothing here and where I live at, because it's just like, it's already bad enough. They don't, it's like they already have a shortage and everything. Like, you can't find this, you can't find that. And I didn't feel like, well, I can do without the DVD until when my teacher says, Shaniki, we have you need to watch this video. Well, you can't watch it at the fucking library. Excuse my French, but I have to talk like this to get my point across, to let bullies know and people who acting like they insane, to let you know you don't go around messing with me, because I'm gonna say something. All right, I'm not no punk. My parents didn't raise no punk either. It didn't raise no B either. But like I said, well, irresponsible B. But like I said, I ain't gonna let nobody come around here and just sit around and tear up my stuff like you some type of bipolar schizophrenic or something. I don't even have none of those people that live in my apartment, an apartment inside my apartment with me. So if you are one of those individuals that is living in this apartment and have that issue, stay far away from my apartment. Stay far away from my apartment. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you being disrespectful when you coming around my crib and tearing up my, especially on holidays. Like, that's like a lot of people say, Shaniki, you good. You right. I am good, because most black people or any other minority would have came by and hunt you down and then shot you. If it was any other person, they would have probably just assassinated you. Put it like that. So I appreciate it if you leave my stuff alone. I don't go around sabotaging or scraping up anybody, scratching up anybody's cars or flattening tires. That's just not in me to do stuff like go around messing up other people's stuff that they work hard for or anything like that. Stay away from my stuff. Because I don't have, I mean, like the police department, I'm sure they got plenty of police reports from me. I'm sure that they have plenty of police reports. And like next time, it might be not good for that individual. Like, I've been sitting up here being like trying to, like, put it like this. Most people say keep your composure, but it's getting to the point where I'm gonna let you have it. And you ain't, it's not nice. It's not gonna be nice with me. So I decided to go and see about I don't care if people don't like where I live at. All right. I don't care if the apartment complex or wherever I stay at is embarrassing you, or you think it's embarrassing you, or you don't like it. Put it like this: you don't live here. You don't live here. Like, you get your own crib, worry about your own crib. Because all I know is if you're a person who don't got nothing to do with your life, you will never have nothing to do with your life, especially when you come around sabotaging other people's mess. Their property that they bought and spent hard-earned money on. So, like, this is just advice to anybody out there. If you getting tired of dealing with people who come around and just sabotage, for whatever reason, just suggest that they go to a mental institution, because I don't know nobody who just wakes up in the morning and say, "Okay, we're just gonna go rip up Shaniki's plug from her DVD or whatever." It seems like every time when it comes to school stuff, the internet want to act up, the phone want to act up, the electronic stuff in the crib want to act up. Like, quit, cook, quit, put, quit trying to keep me from getting my education. Okay, if you want your education up, that's your problem. You still have time to, go see about getting an education while it's still out there. But if it's for me, it's for me. If you can't figure out what's for you, then don't come around and try to for another person's education. Because I'm the type of female that I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. I deal with people and I have to talk like this to get my point across because it doesn't do me no good to talk all nice to you anymore because it's several times I have talked very respectful, educated, and nice, and it's just for some reason you just think you can still run over me, don't you? Until I sit up there and got to talk to you like this, that's when you want to sit up there and make it seem like, oh, she ain't she's serious. Well, when I say what I say, I'm saying it for a reason. Stop messing with my stuff. Stop trying to sabotage my day. I don't go around doing it to you. You have no reason to talk to me, especially if I don't talk to you. And if I don't talk to you, maybe I have other things to do. Don't get mad because nobody want to talk to you. If you know how to open your mouth and pull up a conversation, maybe somebody would talk to you. But most of the time when you bump into people, they don't know how to start a conversation. They don't even know how to talk. They don't even know how to say, let's just say a male was interested in a female. He don't even know how to say hi. Those type of males I don't deal with. Like you can't say hi. All you have to do is say hi. It's like you just sitting there uh like what is it hard for you to say hi when somebody got beat you over the head like hi? Like you don't know how to say hi? Like ain't nobody ain't no real woman or no real female ain't gonna talk to no man who cannot communicate. I don't care what anybody says. Not no real woman or intelligent woman. She is not gonna talk to a man who don't know how to communicate. Now, if a lot of females are single, they're right for being single because there are a lot of men out there you don't know how to communicate. You swear that you know what every female want. You don't. And it really starts from your parents that really teach you how to like talk and communicate with people. You can't always rely on a school to do everything. It sometimes starts from home. But I always been raised, if a man can't talk to a female, or put it like this, if he disrespect his mama and he say stuff about his sister, and then he turn around and disrespect you, he ain't no man to be with. All right. I'm just letting you know that right now. So if I'm not talking to you, maybe I'm not interested in you. Or maybe I have other things to do with my time. And like my time on earth is like valuable, especially when I actually have something to do in my time. So to all the ones who felt like their Valentines got sabotaged, I just giving you this, I'm going to give you this advice. And trust me, you should really take it. Sometimes when you know somebody's going to sabotage you in your neighborhood or think of something or try to sabotage you in your neighborhood, maybe it's time you take a break from your neighborhood. All right. Maybe it's time for you to like take a break from around your surroundings where you at or something because that just don't make any sense that you should have to do that. But every time it's getting to the point where people are starting to they want, if this is their moment or this is their first time, they want it to be perfect. Like life isn't always perfect. You're gonna always bump into a bunch of insecure idiots at all times. It seems like it's like they're working 24 hours a day or something. I don't know. I walk outside and then I grab me a pizza and then what? I have to turn around and call the pizza people like, hey, this don't taste right. What? Uh, so now they have to give me a refund and it takes like 3 days for you to give me a refund, which is okay because that's like how they operate. It takes 3 to 4 to business day. But if you was updated and upgraded like you supposed to be upgraded, it would have took just a couple of it would have took right when I said that what was going on or whatever had happened that day. So I'm just saying, sometimes you have to switch up too. Don't do the same activity that you always do. Like just switch up. Like I thought I was gonna finish up some schoolwork and watch some movies on my next course that I was thinking about taking up, which was going to be dealing with mathematics. But I guess I won't be doing that because somebody sat up there and decided to tear up my DVD player that I was using to go ahead and refresh on some mathematics stuff. But I mean, I can play the stuff on my computer, but I was going to get me some DVDs on mathematics and calculus and all that other stuff just for a refresher. But it just seemed like every time when they come to school or come to some job that like everybody just want to sabotage. Like, don't be scared to give me the money, cause like all the other people that you don't gave money to, they've been acting irresponsible. I see, cause the economy is so in debt, and me with my little tiny bills, sometimes if you have one little bill that and the bill ain't even due until the first, they already hollering about the money before the fucking effing first come. Like if you a business that's struggling, all right, uh, um, then you need to find ways to figure out what you want to do with your business. Either you could shut it down or go get you a second job. Cause there was once upon a time I was with AT&T, and I know they were struggling. They were having a lot of people bridging. So I'm a customer that sometimes like to put extra to my bill, so I don't have to worry about it for the next month. So let me tell you, my bill was due on the 29th. So okay, it said it was due on. Let's just say it was due on February the 28th. Let's just say that. So all of a sudden, it took the money out on February the 15th. I called them and I said, I got a notice that my bill is due on February the 28th. Why you take it out on February the 15th? Oh, this is just we had it we just took it out early. You ain't never had no payment from me late or anything like that. You ain't never had no problems with me while I was whenever I was in with AT&T. And then I had let you go, but that's okay because you just had too many people bridging you, too many people just sabotaging your business, and I'm looking like that's a shame to be one of the biggest communications in the world and have all these people just trying to sabotage your business. It ain't just you, it's Verizon too. Then you got Apple, they trying to sabotage Verizon, Apple, and AT&T and T, and whoever else. Only two, I say two communication companies where I'm thankful they didn't do anything to them yet. But it just seemed like all the popular communication people you want to sabotage, and that's to those can't get no money people. Yeah, I feel like if you bridging or hacking into a business for whatever reason, that's like telling me you can't get no money, you broke, you you don't know how to make money or something, or the money ain't fast enough for you or something. I leave everybody alone who is trying to work a 9 to 5, who is trying to do something with their life. Instead of you telling everybody else who's civilized and got a brain to leave everybody else, like, how about you tell all them bad people to leave everybody else alone? What's going on in your day? Like, you had to wake up in the morning and what? Decide you want to hack somebody, bridge the building, do all that. Out of all the buildings, I ain't never seen y'all really. But then it's like people don't have time for that. Which you don't have nothing to do. So you wake up in the morning just ready to just sabotage everybody's day. But this main YouTube video was basically about people sabotaging people's stuff on Valentine's Day, but it seemed like everybody's trying to sabotage everybody's stuff on Valentine's Day. If it ain't communication, when somebody hacks and bridge into their business because they didn't come up with something to protect their business strong enough so that if everybody was on watching TV or using the internet or Wi-Fi or whatever, all of a sudden we won't be sitting there on a holiday waiting for it to come up because somebody decided to be like, oh, I'm just like you're gonna be a Grinch every year and just mess up everybody's day. But again, like if you I know, let's see, there's some holidays coming up. There's one coming up on Monday. So all I got to say, if you feel like somebody is going to sabotage your day, just leave. Just leave. Just get on a plane and just leave. If you got to move somewhere else, just move. Because I don't know nobody who just don't got nothing to do. Nobody's doing nothing to it. Especially me. I'm not doing nothing to nobody. This ain't got nothing to do with bills or anything because I do pay my bills. I don't have no IRS chasing me. I don't have no federal people chasing me. So I know that I pay my bills. So all I know is stay on my business if you ain't trying to help with nothing. And to all those individuals, I want to say this too. Okay, there's some individual going around saying something stupid like, "Oh, she think people are supposed to help her." Help me with what? Help me with what? First of all, I'm helping you when I'm paying bills on time. I'm helping you. When I'm paying my rent, I'm helping you. When I'm paying my cable bill, I'm helping you. When I'm paying my internet, I'm helping you businesses. When the hell did you come around and help me? Exactly. So before you go to sit up there running your mouth talking about somebody looking for some help, Shaniki ain't looking for nobody help. But I know one thing: if you have a title of manager and supervisor, and I come in there and I'm trying to pay a bill, do me a favor, make sure all your equipment is updated. Cause it don't make no sense that I have to stand there a whole 30 minutes just for you to take a payment. If you can't fail America, if you can't fail to realize why everybody ran away from America, wake up and figure it out. Wake up and figure it out. It ain't just because, like you try to say, a lot of people try to say it's the bullies of the world. It ain't because of you. It's the long time, stressful time, long waiting in lines, long times of waiting and keep on waiting and dealing with people who don't know how to really know how to work their own stuff. And then you got to call old people who retired like 8 years ago to come back on the job and help those ones that just didn't even take the time to even read the handbook when they got the job. It's like there's no excuse for like all this stuff that's going on. Like, especially all these businesses. I'm not gonna talk about some of them, but then I'll just talk about one. Like Walmart, you make all that money. I don't know if let's see, your employees or your managers or supervisors ain't reporting to the CEOs and letting them know what your store needs, but I really hate it for a disability to come in there and ask for a cart, and by the time they get halfway down the aisle, it just cuts off and it just don't work. Do me a favor, that's one thing you do definitely need to fix, including your cash registers, including let's see, your computers, because they do run pretty slow. They really do. I don't know what that is, but you got to get it together. Or, I mean, it's already 2025. Like, you would think a lot of businesses would have got a lot of stuff together by now. But do me a favor. If you're a business and you know you can't hold up no more, just shut down and just call it a day. It is, and just focus on something else. Really. Uh, if like Verizon, I'm not trying to talk about you, but if you can't hold up, just don't call on AI, because AI is still going to need humans, to be there. Just shut down. I mean, just find you a new, a new something else. The same thing with Apple. If Apple you can't hold up, yeah, what's the sense of having AI, y'all? Even with AI here, you still can't hold up. I had to tell you this because nobody else would tell you. So you heard it from me. All right. If you want to hear the truth, just ask me. Cause I ain't gonna front about it. I'm not the perfect person in the world. But I still ain't gonna sit up here and keep fronting and fronting and fronting and fronting with people, and then we all standing there like, out of all these years, they still didn't get the cash registers upgraded. You still didn't get the little um disability carts upgraded, so the disability people won't be stopping in the middle of the aisle and be like, can you please help me? My cart isn't working. Then so the people in Walmart, they take the cart back, and then they say they try to charge it, and they try to say, "Oh, just wasn't charged all the way." And then then another disability person come in there and get in one of those little push carts, and then the thing shuts up down in the middle of the aisle. So already, if it shut down 2 or 3 times in a day, obviously that's telling you something like, "Hey, you need some new stuff." You really do. You really do. So for the person who decided to like mess up my DVD player, like you trying to sabotage, like you just can't stand for nobody to watch a movie. You can't stand for nobody to do have a life. You find you a life. And I'm gonna say it to you again. Find you a life. Because obviously you don't have a life if you're coming around messing with mine. Until next time, this is Shaniki. And to all the people, on next Valentine's Day next year, if you don't feel comfortable or you know somebody's gonna F up your Valentine's Day, just switch up. Until next time, this is Shaniki. Take care.